Imagine waking up one morning, you turn on your computer, and everything is gone. Your photos, your work, entire hospital systems. Now imagine this happening at the exact same moment, not in one city, not in one country, but across the world. Hospitals, train stations, banks, factories, government offices, no suspicious emails, no fake links, no human mistakes, just one red screen, one message, pay or lose everything. This is not fiction, this is not a movie, this really happened. And what makes it terrifying is that the weapon responsible was unfinished. This is the full story of WannaCry, the deadliest computer virus the world had ever seen. On May 12, 2017, something strange began happening. IT departments around the world started receiving urgent calls, computers were freezing, files were turning into unreadable symbols, employees were locked out of their own systems. Then the same red screen appeared. Hospitals in the United Kingdom were among the first to fall. Doctors preparing for surgery suddenly lost access to patient records. Appointments were canceled. Ambulances were redirected. Medical staff were forced to abandon digital systems and return to pen and paper. Within hours, the report spread. Spain, France, Germany, Russia, India, one country after another. By the end of the day, more than 200,000 computers across over 150 countries had been infected. The world was witnessing something new. This was not a normal ransomware attack. Most malware relies on one thing: human error. Someone clicks a bad link, someone opens a malicious email, but WannaCry did not need humans. It did not wait for a mistake. Once it infected a single computer, it began scanning entire networks on its own. Local networks, corporate systems, even the open internet. If it found an unpatched Windows machine, it broke in automatically. Schools, factories, train stations, government buildings. No warning, no interaction. The virus moved silently, relentlessly, and incredibly fast. At the core of WannaCry was something far more dangerous than ransomware, a cyber weapon originally built by a government. Its name was EternalBlue. EternalBlue was developed by the United States National Security Agency. It exploited a hidden vulnerability in Windows computers, a flaw that allowed remote control of a machine without the user ever knowing. The NSA had known about this weakness since 2012, but instead of warning Microsoft and protecting millions of users, they kept it secret, because EternalBlue was valuable. It could break into almost any unpatched Windows system in the world. For years, it remained hidden, until it was stolen. In late 2016, a mysterious group calling itself the Shadow Brokers appeared online. They posted cryptic messages, broken English, strange political commentary. Most people ignored them, until the links appeared. Those links contained stolen NSA cyber weapons. Among them, EternalBlue. Once released, the exploit was no longer controlled by governments. Anyone could use it. And someone did. North Korean hackers believed to be part of the Lazarus Group discovered the leaked exploit. For years, North Korea had been quietly building a cyber army, isolated from the global economy, crushed by sanctions. Cyber warfare offered something powerful: reach, plausible deniability, global impact. They combined EternalBlue with their own ransomware code. The result was WannaCry, a self-propagating digital worm. Once inside a system, WannaCry encrypted everything: photos, documents, databases, medical records. Then it displayed its ransom demand: pay in Bitcoin, 3 days to comply, 7 days before permanent loss. As the virus spread, entire infrastructures collapsed, train stations shut down, factories halted production. In the United Kingdom, nearly 1/3 of the National Health Service was affected. Doctors improvised, whiteboards replaced computer screens, paper records replaced digital systems, surgeries were postponed, patients were left waiting, all because of a single piece of code. While the world was panicking, a cybersecurity researcher named Marcus Hutchins was at home. As he examined the malware, he noticed something strange. Before activating, WannaCry attempted to contact a random web domain. The domain did not exist. Out of curiosity, Marcus registered it. And suddenly, the spread stopped. The domain was a kill switch. Once it existed, WannaCry believed it was being analyzed and shut itself down. The world had been saved by accident. But the story did not end there. Investigators quickly noticed something odd. WannaCry generated very little money, less than $200,000. The payment system was primitive. There was no reliable way to return files. This did not look like a serious criminal operation. It looked unfinished. An experimental cyber weapon released too early. As investigations continued, WannaCry was linked to earlier attacks, the Sony Pictures hack, the Bangladesh bank heist, the same coding style, the same infrastructure, the same digital fingerprints. All evidence pointed to Lazarus Group, a state-backed cyber unit tied to North Korea. By the end of 2017, the United States and its allies publicly blamed North Korea for the attack, but there was an uncomfortable truth. Without the stolen NSA exploit, WannaCry could not have existed. The world had become collateral damage in a digital arms race. WannaCry changed cybersecurity forever. It proved that cyber weapons do not stay contained. Once released, they escape control. And next time, there may be no kill switch, because the next virus may not be unfinished. And to understand why WannaCry mattered so much, we need to zoom out. Long before 2017, cyber warfare was already quietly evolving. Unlike traditional weapons, cyber weapons do not explode. They do not leave smoke or craters. They leave silence. A bank that cannot transfer money. A hospital that cannot access records. A city that suddenly stops working. This made cyber attacks extremely attractive to governments. They were cheap. They were hard to trace. And they could be denied. North Korea understood this earlier than most countries. After the Korean War, North Korea found itself isolated. Sanctions limited trade. Resources were scarce. But one thing did not require ships, oil, or factories: the internet. Cyber operations became a way to bypass sanctions. Instead of exporting goods, North Korea could export chaos. Instead of missiles, it could launch malware. This strategy quietly evolved over years. Early attacks were simple: website defacements, denial of service attacks. But with each operation, the hackers became more skilled. By the time WannaCry was released, North Korea's cyber units were no longer amateurs. They were disciplined, patient, strategic. WannaCry was not just an attack, it was a message. It showed that a single piece of leaked code could destabilize the world. It showed that governments could lose control of their own weapons. And it showed that civilians would always pay the price. Hospitals, patients, students, workers. None of them were targets, all of them were victims. In the aftermath, governments promised change, better security, faster updates, responsible disclosure. But history suggests otherwise. New vulnerabilities are discovered every year. Some are reported, others are hidden, stored, weaponized, waiting. Today the world is more connected than ever. Smart hospitals, smart cities, smart homes. Every connection is a convenience, and every convenience is a potential weakness. WannaCry ended because of luck, a random domain, a curious researcher, perfect timing. Next time, luck may not be enough. There may be no kill switch, no accidental hero, just silence. This is why WannaCry still matters, not because of what it destroyed, but because of what it revealed, that the most dangerous weapons in the world may already exist, invisible and waiting. If you want more deep dives into real cyber disasters, digital warfare, and hidden technology stories, subscribe to this channel, because the next global crisis may not start with an explosion. It may start with a single line of code.